What I'll be doing is assisting general evaluator in counting the ums, ahs, and crush words for all of my speakers today, and then I'll be delivering a report at the end of Toastmasters and telling you where Thank you very much. To transition from one thing to another smoothly. Example sentence: the conversation segued from travel anecdotes to food.
Okay, thank you so much. Let's get
who has lived a life of major challenges and pitfalls, but nothing is too hard for God, according to James Brown. On August 15, 1992, James Brown was shot in the neck and robbed, leaving him paralyzed from the neck down and in a wheelchair. Rather than lying in bed feeling sorry for himself, he decided to make a difference not only in his life, but in the lives of others. On September 11, 2001, he founded the James Brown Youth Empowerment Organization, JBYEO. This charitable organization has been a powerhouse of change and now has set its sights on the social issue affecting many people in the country: gun violence. Let's give up our second speaker for the day, James Brown.
It's been said that in life, when things happen to you, it can make you bitter or it can make you better than great. On November 2nd of 2004, I attended a Les Brown speaker seminar. While at the seminar, I got a chance to share my story. On August 15, 1992, I was shot in the neck, pow, over a $20 pager and $1,500 worth of crack cocaine, leaving me paralyzed from the neck down and in a wheelchair. Les Brown said, "James, you should write a book." I had never wrote a book. So he connected me with a lady named Lakeisha Tankley. Miss Tankley will help you with writing the book. Miss Tankley was a small woman in stature, but she was a genius. So Lakeisha Tankley said, "James, you should title your book Courage in Crisis." I said, "Okay, that's a good name, Lakeisha. Let's start on the book." I didn't hear from Lakeisha for a whole month. And then one day I got a phone call. Ring, ring. "Hello, may I please speak to Mr. Brown?" I said, "This is him." And she said, "Mr. Brown, I'm sorry to tell you this, but Miss Tankley passed away."
Oh, no.
I said, "What happened?" She had breast cancer. She died of breast cancer at the age of 37 years old. Miss Tankley was very fond of you, Mr. Brown. Continue to write the book. So I was devastated when I got the news. And then 2 years later, I got the news that my mother was diagnosed with breast cancer. 1 out of 8 women will die from breast cancer. But breast cancer had picked on the wrong one. Breast cancer had knocked my mama down, but it didn't knock her out. My mama taught me that when life knocks you down 7 times, you get up 7 times. And my mama beat breast cancer.
Yes.
Somebody say hallelujah.
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 And as I went into my Webster dictionary and looked up the word courage, courage means to be brave and fearless. Courage in Crisis is a book about abuse, my abusive childhood. At the age of 6 years old, I was raped by a family member, and it caused me to have problems with my bowel. And as a little boy growing up, I used the bathroom on myself. And the kids used to laugh and talk about me. And they called me some nasty names that I can't share right now. But I was taught growing up, what goes on in your house stays in your house. So I never told nobody. At the age of 6 years old, I would learn the power of words. especially words unspoken. Courage in Crisis Beyond Abuse, Anger, Addiction is a book about my angry teenage years. I would go to school and fight, and nobody understood, why is he fighting? I was angry because somebody had touched in places that I didn't want to be touched. Courage in Crisis Beyond Abuse, Anger, and Addiction is about the addictions that I dealt with. One of the addictions that I dealt with was sex. I had PMS. Yeah, men can have PMS. Power, money, and sex. You see, money makes you more who you really are. And I would sleep with one woman, and one woman wouldn't be enough. I would have to have two women. PMS, power, money, and sex. Courage in Crisis Beyond Abuse, Anger, and Addiction. Even though I went through all that, I was still accountable. We are accountable for our actions, no matter how bad our child is, no matter what we're going through. Courage in Crisis Beyond Abuse, Anger, and Addiction. The foreword of the book was written by Les Brown. And Les Brown says, James Brown